Good morning, I'm Al Lippman, Mayor of Mesquite. Well, we got pretty lucky here in Mesquite the other day. We did get a little bit of rain, a little bit of wind, but we were very fortunate. But I can assure all of you that we were on top of it at all times to make sure we kept you safe. So recently there have been a number of comments on social media for new restaurants in Mesquite. Last week it was Denny's. Well, they've been here twice in the past, and for reasons unknown to me, failed. There's probably no other business that I know of that is more difficult than having an eating establishment. In order to be successful, you need to be open long hours and have a location that offers good, adequate parking, visibility, and have trained employees. All these requirements are difficult to achieve. In speaking with someone just the other day, I was told Utah offers many incentives for new businesses to come to their state. Nevada does have incentive programs, but we are extremely limited in what we can offer as a city to locate here. Most of the incentives are in the way of tax abatements. The state does not give us, a local city, that ability. I also heard the other day that Albertsons Supermarket was coming to Sun City. Sun City is a residential community, not commercial. I believe I spoke about what it would take to build a supermarket here once before, or perhaps I wrote about it. Most supermarkets want to locate in a building that is already up, as building costs are out of sight and not slowing down. In addition, they usually want to be in a shopping center, not operating as a standalone operation. A parking lot is needed, a very large one. The center where Smith's is has been there for many years, and to duplicate it would cost millions of dollars. Yes, we have large pieces of property on Mesquite Boulevard, but the parcels you see listed for sale and have been for so many years. Why? Because the asking prices are usually unrealistically high. A business, no matter what kind it is, must have a return on investment that would make it worthwhile to be there. I know there are some that would say that I have a negative outlook on progress here, but it's just the opposite. I want to see Mesquite grow and prosper, but I look at our population base, our location, and hot summers and take that into account. I've seen far too many small businesses fail over the last 19 years I've lived here. Most of them fail because of a faulty business plan or no business plan, a lack of capital to get through the hot summers, and other items. When so few venture out, and perhaps the biggest issue, the lack of trained employees. So the bottom line is we'll probably get another supermarket and perhaps more restaurants, but not until they decide it's time to open in Mesquite. I said that I mentioned a few more scams to be aware of. One that comes to mind right now are Medicare scams. It may be hard to believe, but Medicare numbers are often more valuable to criminals than credit card numbers or even Social Security numbers. Medicare scam calls are amongst the most common way that criminals try to get your sensitive healthcare information. Medicare will rarely call anyone. And there are only two reasons they might call. The worst would be a Medicare plan or health company calling, or drug provider, if you're already a member and they're asking for some other information. The second reason you might get a call would come from 1-800-MEDICARE, and that's if you called and left a message or received a letter informing you that someone will call you. Next week I'll go into detail about a few of these scams and let you know how you can avoid getting caught up in them. And until then, have a really good week and thank you.